I gotta find out if it's appropriate for me to speak or not. We have a referee on the field today, so I gotta keep things high and tight.
I think we're good. We're good.
Are we good? Are we good for now?
We play. Play is good.
Now, what's funny about this show is we don't usually have a lot of structure. We go off the cuff. We give you kind of that friend vibe. So I'm actually excited to see this referee, this like buttoned up version of Gov. Because the comments say you talk too much sometimes. You tend to ramble. We went on that what was it, Spencer Rattler rattle for like 20 minutes. A couple shows now he's benched. So we're in a different era.
No more Rattler talk. No.
I'm good with that. Speaking of which, he looked very bad, but a team that looked very good was the Colts. We're going to jump on the bandwagon this week. We're taking him as our show pick.
Yeah, -3 against the Steelers.
Now, Donnie, you've been keeping track. We've been winning, right, on this show pick recently?
No, we're 3-5.
We're still losing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I guess this will be just a curse then. But I do think this is like a pretty good bet. As safe as bets get, I think this is
Yep.
I expect the Colts to be able to cover. I was actually surprised when you mentioned it wasn't higher.
I thought it would be like 6, maybe 7.
Pittsburgh's a decent team. Now, their defense isn't great, so the Colts should be able to score all day, so I kind of like this. Like, if the Colts don't have some weird close game that Pittsburgh might win, they probably beat them by a touchdown.
That is a good point.
Even if it's just like close and then a late touchdown by Indy seals it.
Well, that's probably a good point because I don't actually consider that enough because I'm like, well, the Pittsburgh, they're just ugly. They're not a fun team. They're not fun to watch. They just don't have much fantasy appeal for me. So I don't think about it. But Tomlin is known for keeping games close. So it would be likely that they lose, but they don't cover that 3.5. So
it's not 3.5 yet. It's just 3. So they only need to win by 4. If it was 3.5, we might have to have a different discussion.
Yeah. But I'm saying I think that 3 is still
3 gives us the push if it's a field goal game. That's
right.
One of the reasons I like it.
I think they'll easily cover. I still think it's missing. But like I said, I'm lower on the Steelers or their style of play, so I think that's probably why.
Everywhere is the sports books are lower on them. I mean, they still have Baltimore the favorite to win that division, so.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
You have the number generator, right?
Yeah. What number are we going with?
I'll go with number 5 if that's okay with our referee.
Yeah. I'm going to go with 8 for Lamar Jackson.
Both of you going low numbers is just so horrible. So I will just go with number 70.
You should have just went number 9 and got the whole field, but it's 62. Either way, same result.
At least it's not 69, right? Or 67.
It's 6-7 now.
Worst joke. Keep it moving.
That's actually what I was going to say.
All right, so it's Halloween. I'm going to take some ugly shit. But I still think I like it, to be honest. So, let's get that out of the hand. First one's going to be the homer pick.
I like this one.
Give me the Panthers.
It is Bryce Young this week.
And that's why I love it. I honestly think he is a lot better quarterback than most people have said in his career. And I do think it's an upgrade for
now, where is the DK line at? Because it's been moving on different books.
That's a good point.
It's at 12.5.
I was about to say, is it 12 or 13? Where is it in between there right now on DK?
I got to like
12.5? Is it directly in the middle?
Yep, right in the middle. 12.5.
I think you scrolled past it.
Did I? I tend to do that a lot.
Hey, there, you're defined. Yeah, but it is 12.5.
There we go. It's right there. Yeah, 12.5. Yes, I will take my Panthers plus 12.5. I don't think we get just completely blown out by Green Bay. I'm looking at it. Green Bay looks solid, but they also look like they'll just run the ball. It's not looking like Green Bay is going to beat us the way New England beat us. New England's trying to put up a statement game. And this is probably going to be a statement game because Atlanta's going to be pissed and angry, and their defense doesn't look horrible on the paper. So Drake May should have not an easy day this week.
Is that going to be Penix talking about quarterbacks returning?
Yes. I believe it is. It's Penix, and this week it's also Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, we're getting some of the guys back.
We're getting some of the guys back.
But now it is
Mine.
Donnie's pick, yeah.
I am going to go with. I really don't trust him. And I think the Lions are just better. Lions 8.5, I'm going to take it. I don't like JJ McCarthy, and I'm going to stick with that.
I think it was 7 early in the week, so it's definitely moved. I want to say some books had it at 7.
All right, Logan, you got next 2.
8.5, just to confirm.
I
Okay,
have it up in front of me.
I would have taken that Panther. I know Gov did it, for the homer, but I think it's good. Like I said, I was going to tell him I think Bryce Young is an upgrade for that team. I think because of the pedigree in the first rounder, it'll in that discussion how good CJ Stroud looked, people will have put an undue amount of pressure on Bryce Young, but he does upgrade that offense. Coker actually looked like better in that offense as well, so I would have taken that. Would have been my pick. So. But I'll take another one that I think is mispriced. And I think it's because their defenses look better recently, but Collins is coming back for the Texans. I had that more as a pick 'em. They have it more as a pick 'em, excuse me. But I would actually favor I think Houston can cover this game by a touchdown. I think what Knicks has done was kind of special against the Giants. It was fun to watch, but I think that was against a bad defense. I think the Texans are a really good defense, and their offense is getting better. The rookies are getting more confidence. I think the Texans easily win this game, but it is -1.5.
Yeah, I think if Pat Surtain was playing, the Broncos would be favored, but with him out, you kind of wonder where that secondary is. There's good pieces on it, but, I mean, Surtain, Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. You lose that, you lose a big piece.
And I expect this to be a good game. Like, I'm not saying it will be a rout, but I expect the Texans to easily cover this game by a touchdown. Like, I don't think Denver's played a good defense in a while, and I think
they've been one of the best pass rushing defenses in the league. They've been a great pass defense.
No, their defense is. I don't think Knicks has played a good defense recently.
Oh,
that's in agreement. Like,
yeah,
everything you are saying, Logan, is true, and everything you're saying is too, Donnie. Houston at home, with the way their defense is playing, I would probably have them slightly favored too. And I agree. If Surtain were in, I think it would be Houston +1.5 at home.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. So I wanted that one just because I think it. And then the other one I want that
I would have taken the Houston one, just to let you know, Logan.
You would have?
You stole one of mine. I stole your Panthers.
If you want to give me the Panthers, go ahead, because I'm much better than
No, I will not trade you, but I would have taken that as my second pick if no one else had.
All right, we need a whistle blown on that. No trading, no collusion.
The other game that I just think is mispriced is the 49ers against the Giants. I don't even care if Brock Purdy comes back, which I expect. I think Mac Jones could beat this Giants team. I think that emotional loss of Scotabo is going to have some emotional scar tissue on that team, on Jackson Dart specifically. I don't see many threats in the Giants. I will play a lot of Tracy and DFS. Don't get me wrong. We'll get to that in a minute. But I expect the 49ers who made trades recently, who look healthier, who could start to really. They're going to make that playoff push. I don't think they're going to mess around with the Giants here. I think they easily win this game.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I would have went with that pick as well. See, I want to pick the game of the week because it's only a pick 'em and it's so easy to do it. But I'm just gonna go. I can be Jags -3. I think that's safer. There's not many questions about that. I get a chance to push if it comes down to it.
What I like is we could get that upside. We could finally get that potential of Trevor Lawrence, but we don't even need it this season, to be honest with you, because the Jaguars defense has been playing really good. That's an underrated part about this Jacksonville team and how good they've looked recently. Their defense has really carried this team. If they get anything on offense, it's only a bonus. I actually like that a lot, Donnie.
Yeah, I kind of like that too, but that'll lead into something that I might do for us later, just from my research. What was the spread on that game again? Jacksonville -3.
It's 3.
Okay. Sons of bitches took like 2 of my picks. I'm trying to go 2-0 this week. This is not fun. Stop. Okay. Well, what do we got left?
Could take Buffalo.
I could, unless I thought Kansas City would blow them out. And it's like, why would
I
I
also
take
have
Buffalo?
Kansas City winning that. That's why I wanted to take Buffalo.
So who would I take? Like, see, there's not anything I'm really like standing out against me that I would really.
I would have taken
to be fair, a lot of the bets this week that I like, we already took.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be really hard for me to think of what I'm gonna do.
Well, as you were thinking, I was going to give Donnie some credit. I would have taken that Jags game with you, Donnie, but the problem is I really do fear Brock Bowers as like a generational like superstar. So like him being back does give the Raiders a bit more of a chance.
It
Like,
will
I
pretty
really
much
do-
be his first game healthy since week 1. Like the last time we saw Brock Bowers healthy was against the Patriots, and he torched them.
It's true, but I do think he has like a Kelvin Johnson like impact on a team. So that does scare me. I'm not saying it's not a good bet. I probably would have taken it. It was in my consideration.
This is rough. I'm gonna have to take a heavy favorite or something. Yeah. Can they? Yeah, all their offensive metrics are good. Okay. Just give me the Chargers to cover.
That's what I was gonna say. If
I was
That's
leaning
just
that
gonna be it.
as well. I was one of the. That was another one of mine.
Just
that
give
I
me
liked.
the Chargers
Is
to
it
cover.
still 9.5? I just got
It
kicked
is.
out.
I have it at 9.5 in my numbers, so
I think
I would take it
technically
anywhere under that. So yeah.
All right. Time for the lineup builder.
Oh yes. And Logan, you will get the first pick in the lineup builder.
I will, but we don't take quarterbacks. Just so you guys know, I should be able to switch back over here, but just in case I can't, I took myself off screen. So I'm actually trying to be professional. Nope, we're good. I can bring this back on screen. All right.
We're in a smooth transition.
Ooh.
That is what we like to see.
It looked like that was happening, but Travis Hunter is officially out. I just saw that news. I come from work, so I'm a bit behind on the news, which makes this lineup builder kind of more of an interesting kind of exercise for me as well. And that's kind of why I like to do it, right after work. But I didn't see the Travis Hunter news. I think that's actually big for the Jacksonville game because he was a lot of people's favorite value this week. So that's going to change projections and a lot of things. But my favorite, I'm just going to do it because I think it's the obvious one. I think you guys probably would do it, but I do think it's a consideration that everyone should have in their lineup, so we might as well start off with it. I actually want Kareem Hunt in my lineup.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah,
I haven't played
I
much of
see
them,
it.
but I would 100% see it. Yeah.
Everyone's going to go Tracy. I think you can do Tracy and Hunt. We'll see what what you guys want to do, but I think people will favor Tracy over Hunt because Tracy has the receiving upside and he's younger, and there's just more talk about him. But we already know Kansas City wants to trust him. I mean, you guys trusted him in best ball. I don't like this. I don't like Kareem Hunt, but you guys trusted it for this kind of workload, this kind of veteran presence. And so this week I actually want to cash in on it.
I'm not big on Hunt this week, although I have to play him in some of my season-long leagues, so it sucks.
It's funny because when we talk him in best ball, Gov, I feel like this was the week. This was the reason you took him. You're like, he's consistent. He's going to be there. They trust him. He's not special, but he's kind of that like Garrett Blount guy. He's just around.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't play the rookie, honestly. I forget his name off the top of my
I
head.
will have some of him, Smith.
Yeah.
And we can definitely pivot to it in this lineup if we need to, because I like Smith too. I will have some Smith in my lineups. But I'm playing a lot of this game heavily myself. So Smith and Hunt is basically the way I'm getting different in the game stacks.
Yeah. My pick now.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Tyler Warren. Against a bad Steelers defense, give me the tight end. I don't think Kyle Duggar will be the difference on if they're able to guard him.
And by the way, we won't rehash it. I know Gov wasn't here, so if he wants to actually go back and watch himself, we actually had a really good game theory discussion on Jonathan Taylor. And while we love the talent essentially, but we just don't like the price. And this is a perfect pick of like, if we're not going to play a Jonathan Taylor, you just take that passing upside and you wait for it to happen. I think Warren makes a lot of sense here. Gov, I do have a game theory question on Warren though, because he's used a lot like a wide receiver, right? If he was a wide receiver, do you think DK would price him different, or do you think he'd be right around this price?
No, he'd probably be this price. Like, they usually get the tight ends right.
Yeah.
When they truly have multiple ceiling games in them because of the offense, like when Kelsey was having all those like multi-touchdown and 1,000-yard seasons. Like, yeah, that's a 7K wide receiver any day, and he was 7K at tight end. Like, with what Warren's doing, Warren still hasn't flashed either the mega stealing or the super consistency yet, where he should be like a 6K Drake London type wide receiver.
Right, and that's one of the reasons I missed on the Jonathan Taylor stuff when he was more affordable early in the year, because I kept seeing the misprice and Warren. I was one of the biggest believers in him coming into best ball too. That's why we have some shares of him. So when they had him so mispriced, I'm like, we got to play more of this guy. Now he's actually priced where he should be, but Donnie's right. He's still got the upside to be the number one receiving option in this team. I feel like. All right. It's Ghost pick, right?
Yep, I have two in a row. I'm checking one little stat real quick, because I think with my 2 picks, we're going to do, again, I have control here.
You do. Actually, a lot of control now.
I am thinking that what I want we're going to go crazy.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're super ready?
Yep.
Ready, Freddy Spaghetti?
I don't like SpaghettiOs, but okay, I'm with you.
My 2 picks are going to be Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, no.
I don't know what else you just said,
but
I wasn't Trevor Lawrence.
No. We're doing Trevor Lawrence and Brian Thomas Jr.
Thank you.
I overrule any of your Daniel Jones in nature.
You won't have to, because it's basically in every one of my lineups. I'm with you, Gov. I'm on the bandwagon. I'm driving this train. Don't worry.
It's crazy. But mine crazy stuff like Stroud and stuff that I wanted to play last week. It's crazy good.
This was a shell of a Hunter lineup. I purposely pulled this one up because I'm like, I don't want to sway the votes here. Because I had a lot more Thomas in my personals, and I'm like, I don't want to sway where I might be going. So I pulled up the Hunter one on purpose. Found out he was out, and then you put Thomas in the lineup anyways. This couldn't be any better for me, and any worse for Donnie. You must like this game though, Donnie. You took it in the spread picks. Like, what do you like about this game? Anything?
I just think the Jags are better.
So you should like it then. We are getting a discount on Trevor Lawrence, no?
Yeah, I know. It's just one of those things. All right, I think they're going to be forced to push a little bit, or forced to try to score, and they're one of the best red zone offenses in the league, surprisingly. I can't believe that's the case. I'm going to go with the best weapon that he has. Give me DK Metcalf this week. I like
that
DK
little mini
week.
right there.
Yeah.
Metcalf Warren. Love
that. It was going to be Daniel Jones and Metcalf coming around, but you know.
No. We will have none of that on the court.
2 weeks ago, I had a Roman Wilson bet. Of course, he didn't touch anytime touchdown. He didn't score then. I'm like, they're going to start going away from DK eventually. It wasn't that week. It was the week that I didn't have the bet that he hit. One thing I do know is DK Metcalf is his number one. It's by far his number one. So I actually think DK is underpriced by at least 1,000.
Yeah, this game should score. Metcalf and Warren being the same price, that kills me, man. Warren is so underpriced. Wow.
So it's back to me, right?
Yes.
It is. We
Okay.
have no. Well, let me just double check. Let's see. Kareem Hunt, a little bit owned. Tyler Warren, a little bit owned.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, no. And Metcalf is. Oh, Metcalf's actually kind of chalky. So, like, that's a good play, though, in my mind. I haven't checked out wide receiver completely, but I believe that that's a good play against him.
That feels like it will be going under.
It's still an alpha in the 5K range that could easily just have 10 targets.
That's exactly my point. I think it's going to be underappreciated and under-owned for the amount of alpha and the amount of targets he could get. Like,
Yeah, they need him to have a big game to have a chance.
If his name was Justin Jefferson, he would be at like $3,000 more with the same workload.
Well, Jefferson gets way more work. Way more work.
He also has probably a worse quarterback. Probably.
He does. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do it. I want some.
We can go anywhere we want.
Yeah, you guys were mad at me last week for not doing double tight end. This week I will do double tight end. Give me Brock Bowers at 5,000.
Oh, I didn't need that bring back. Why did you do that? Oh God.
I just think he's been waiting, Guff. He's wanted to play this whole time.
I am gonna actually. I'm gonna kind of cram us a bit. I'm going with my favorite running back, probably to play every single week. It feels like. Give me James Cook, 7,200. He's finally at the price he deserves. But in a big game, they're going to need him to show up.
All we're doing is correlating, and now we have two running backs from the same game. Oh, my God.
That scares a lot of people, to be fair.
It doesn't. James Cook is so
very hard
huge in this offense, and Hunt is just so underpriced.
Can't correlate our running back and our defense now. It's kind of hurting me. Gonna admit that.
I mean, you can. You definitely can.
But then you'd be playing your defense against one of your running backs.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, that's a good
that comes from the person who won showdown with defense in their lineup last night. Shut up. I did not have to. I've played every single other player in your lineup in a couple of my other lineups. I just did not play the defense. And I didn't have the same combo.
It is true. One of us on this show just tucked on a contest last night, so I'll leave it at that. We can get in on that in the review show when we have a bit more time if you want.
Well, we'll probably have time after this.
Back to me now, and I have 5,200 per. And really, like, what's my actual value? What's defense? What's the most expensive defense we could put?
I don't know that. I do know the cheapest.
Expensive.
Like, what's the prices of defenses? I haven't looked.
I
haven't dug into defense at all yet.
I don't like
so
many
do defense and wide receiver right now.
The Packers against your Panthers, which I don't like.
I don't like many defenses this week, actually.
Actually, no. I'm sorry. I did do my defense. Hold on. Let me.
I think if I was going to pay it for a defense, it would be the Chargers.
Okay, that's surprising, but that's what the numbers say. So if you want a crazy one, yeah, let's go with crazy. It's Halloween. This is spooky.
Spooky, yeah. I'm here for it.
I'm just gonna give you the numbers I have. So I went in order of the defenses that get the most pressure on quarterbacks. Just rank them. Denver's top of the league, Indy's top of the league, Minnesota gets like all of that for this slate at least. Just rank them like that. I then took the pressure rank that the offense gives up, they're going against, and the sack rate that the offense gives up. And the one that looks good to me, give me the Falcons. Like I said, I think Drake May is going to have a nasty day. I also think the same thing of Bo Nix because Houston's defense has actually been playing well.
By the way,
but I'm not willing to take Houston's defense. Like, just give me the Falcons defense. Let's go cheap. And really, I just wanted to see that. So that would put us up to 8K. So yeah, you could legit play anyone except like Chase and Puka. So I can't get Puka in the lineup. That's basically what it is. I really don't have the money to get Puka in the lineup. There's not a $2,000 defense. Okay.
Yeah, you can get Adams or Collins returning.
I wouldn't hate just jamming Jefferson or Rice in this lineup. Whichever one you guys prefer, since I technically picked the defense.
I would. Well, you have this pick anyway, but.
Oh yeah, technically it would be 2 in a row. You're right. Yeah. I haven't done my wide receiver stuff yet. I have my defense stuff here, but I don't have. I have running back stuff.
This is JJ's first game back.
I guess I have to just look at pure projection.
I do have some notes on the Vikings though, while we decide. This will be the first game that JJ plays with Addison and Jefferson. I think that is a big upgrade. It's also the first time, if I'm not mistaken, he plays with the whole offensive line healthy. So
is Derek not playing this week? I mean, he was definitely playing with the whole offensive, or the majority of the offensive line healthy for the first few weeks.
Rice, play Rice.
I agree with playing Rice there. And then if we wanted to move off, technically we'd have enough to move off Hunt into Tracy if you wanted to do that. I'm fine with how it looks with the dueling running back saying this game just scores. But if you guys,
I think with this we could take on the chalk of Tracy.
I think it scores well. I think having the double tight end makes us unique enough where we could eat the chalk.
Yeah,
and I actually like.
We kind of need to eat some chalk because, like, other than Metcalf, we really aren't playing anyone super chalky.
And I actually like Tracy more, but I thought you guys would need the salary. I thought we would probably use it. Like, I do think it's a good pivot, but since we're going to have Rice anyways, I think this is smart. And I like how we jammed it because I feel like a lot of people are going to save the extra $2,000 and go to Worthy because it's such a salary difference between the two. And so I like just playing the number one.
I agree.
Anything else you want to mention about the lineup?
I am happy with this lineup, actually. By the way, Travis Hunt is on IR now, Logan.
Yeah, it's not good. I think I would play some Parker Washington. He's pretty cheap.
I thought about doing him instead of BTJ and then just giving us all the money to work with.
All right.
Yeah. So I'll definitely.
At that point, if we did that, you could probably get Bowers up to Genty, which I think I like more.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'll be playing with because I do like that game to have some sneaky good points. Talk about trick or treating.
Gov, do you have time to bring up the showdown from last night?
I can bring it up, I believe.
Well, no, I wasn't in your specific contest.
Oh, I know. I was just meaning, do you have time to look it over?
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah, I have a minute.
Yeah, we were in that one. Have a couple. That Daily Dollar one, Logan.
It's this one, right?
Yep, single entry Daily Dollar. I believe that was the Spaz one.
Yeah, I did not have a great showdown last night. I had pieces, but I didn't have Andrews and Salem Lapis Dolchich. I faded Henry mostly, so I had more Lamar. There we are.
Why did it have to make my man look like he didn't have first place? This is first place. It was duped what, like 6 or 7 times? Donnie?
Yeah, 7 times.
7 times because there was a solo 8th. That guy is pissed. Who?
It was a 2v2. It was a 2v2 that I thought about.
Let me see his lineup.
Okay.
Because that guy needed his 2 points back, or he would have solo shipped the whole thing.
It was Waddle instead of A-Chain and Caller instead of Dolchich.
So it was Waddle, Kohler instead of A-Chain, Dolchich.
Yep. You'd be proud of me. I love Donnie alone. I knew he was doing good. I knew the lineup.
Oh, when Kohler caught that catch in the fourth quarter, he's probably shitting himself like, come on, boy. One more catch, motherfucker. One more.
Yeah. I tried to play it so cool.
No cursing. Sorry. I didn't do that to myself. Sorry.
I tried to play it so cool for Donnie too, because I'm like, I'm not gonna over-text him, but if he texts me, I'll give him the short little nugget. So I'm just like, you just need one pick. One pick would be huge because I knew you had the defense, And when you got that pick, you should have seen the smile on my face. I'm not texting him. And then you finally text me. I'm like, as long as we get Derrick Henry and he just pushes you over. Because that's what it was. If this guy would have gotten more cold, even one more pass just for like even a negative yard probably would have done it.
Yeah, I mean, this lineup, by the way, it had a 50% profit boost last night as well that I used on this. So it was maxed at $100. So 350 or 346 was what I came up with. Great night. I mean, honestly, Logan had texted
$1
me
into just about 350.
Yeah. Last night, Logan texted me or called me like an hour and a half before kickoff, maybe, and was like, hey, they got this boost, this 50% boost. And I had sworn off playing Showdown. I was not playing another Showdown this year. And Logan texts me and says there's a 50% boost. So I'm like, all right, I'll just throw something together. It took me like 5 minutes to build this lineup. I didn't watch any of the game till the fourth quarter. I caught a little bit right before one drive before halftime, turned it off because I was working, and then tuned in again at like the 7-minute mark. And at halftime I was like, hold on, I could take the contest down. I had 81 points at half, and it just kept going, and it skyrocketed at the end there.
Henry getting there in the end, like before Henry got the bonus, he's sitting at like 9-10 points, and you probably could have used Waddle. Like at that point, the Waddle Kolar probably, that's the thing, that guy with Waddle Kolar probably was shipping all the way until the end. Mm-hmm. And then Henry gets the bonus and gets to 15 and beats Waddle, and that's what did it.
Yep.
With Gov, he got there because the Ravens were chasing history. There's some kind of historical reference with Henry getting as many 100-yard games in like a certain stretch. So as soon as they flashed that like graphic, that scoreboard graphic on the screen, I immediately text Donnie like, you're good. They're trying to do this. I'm like, we don't know if he's going to get there yet, but they're trying to do it. So
never saw that graphic, by the way. I swear I missed 99% of this game.
I was also at work. I didn't get to see anything until the second half. It was already like 14 or 20. I forget what it was, 14-6 at halftime or something like that. Like it was.
Well, the announcers were
not
against
good,
you.
Bob.
The announcers were against you, Donnie, because I don't usually listen to the volume of the game, but I'm like, I knew it was an important moment for you, so I didn't want to miss a second. Like, I'm like, if I go to the coffee maker, if I go to the stove, I want to be tuned into this game for you. So when the announcers were arguing whether it was important for Henry to actually be in the game for this record, or if they needed to rest him because they're like competing for a playoff spot, they got to win all these games, they're going to need him down the stretch. I'm like, is it really important? And I'm like, shut up, Donnie needs these points. So I'm just glad you got it.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the contest that I expected to take down if I was ever going to take one down.
Which is the one you always take down.
I mean,
a sub 10 duped shipping showdown is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the first things I told.
This is single entry. I think this same lineup ships like 40 ways in like the larger multi-entries.
See, at first I thought I wasn't duped because I had checked at halftime and I was in there was one point where I was up to third place and there was no one with me on my board. So I was like, oh, so I'm not duped at all. And I don't know, it just wasn't showing at first, but
I know Gov has the hardest out, so I'll give you the kind of the floor here. Is there anything I was surprised that this lineup wasn't duped more. That's the first thing I told Donnie was like, I'm surprised when he told me it was only like 6 or 7 because this lineup just fell together. I mean, I had a lot of the same lineup.
I had 300 remaining in the salary, by the way. 300.
Yeah. I guess I'm just surprised that Greg Dortch was this low owned. To me, it was a smash play, so I don't want to come off biased, but I think, I don't know. I'm just surprised more people didn't do it.
Oh.
I can tell Ghost's got a thinking face on.
Well, I'm seeing many things right now. I have my heart out in about 10 minutes. We've done a good show. Nice. Good base. Well, I'm the kind of ref that you want in a baseball game. We'll be in and out of there in what feels like 7, but it'll be 9 innings.
Cubs like he's the rep that's like this game's a blowout. I got a heart out. I'm thinking about the restaurant I'm gonna go to next. I'm thinking about my.
We have corporate sponsors. I know DJ wants this to end so they can start the West Coast game. We got this done. No one needs OT in this bullshit.
I appreciate that. We'll get you out of here with this. Thanks for joining us, guys. Hopefully, we have more winning lineups to discuss. I just love the process, and that's the whole point of this thing, and that's why we wanted to bring this lineup. Not to brag or not to like say, hey, look at because we won. We always show you our lineup process. So I want to give Donnie some individual showdown love for this. But with that being said, I'll get us out of here. Take care and build smart lineups. However you build them, just make sure they're smart. That's always my number one takeaway. We can't always predict the outcomes, but we can build smart lineups. So I wish you guys well. Please like and subscribe on the way out. Take care, guys.